This review has been made possible by Kristen Frades thanks to his great support on Ko-fi. If you want to be cool like him, please head over to my Ko-fi commission page to learn more details on how you can order your own review requests for your choice of an animated short, movie, or single episode of a cartoon. Today I'll be talking about another short based on another video game series that I personally have little familiarity with, Sly Cooper. I see these characters pop up during my internet/social media browsing every now and then. I've drawn them quite a few times for Kristen in the past, and I've heard some of Grey DeLisle's lines in the role of Carmelita Fox. Spoiler alert, she did an awesome job at it.
Not pickpocketing wallets, stealing jewelry, and busting into the restaurant safe! I'll get you, Cooper! Ah!
Otherwise, my knowledge on this franchise is arguably even more minimal than mine on Ratchet and Clank. So here I am taking a look at this Flash animated short titled Timing is Everything as someone who is pretty much a newcomer to Sly Cooper. Now, unlike the Ratchet and Clank short I reviewed previously, this Sly Cooper short was intended to promote its source material's forthcoming installment, Thieves in Time in this case, the first Sly game in almost 8 years. Coming out in January 2013, this was originally a three-parter that ran for only 5 minutes in total, and 3 different gaming sites released one part each, before the full thing was uploaded to PlayStation Blog. How well did Timing is Everything do in its job at not only promoting the franchise's 4th game, but also serving as a good introductory overview of the raccoon story? Let's find out. Narrated by Sly himself, the short doesn't take long at all to establish what this video game series is all about. The titular raccoon, aided by his partners in crime, the brainy turtle Bentley and the brawny hippo Murray, is a vigilante of sorts, a self-described master thief who robs from menacing-looking criminals instead of the innocent. Basically, this is like a modern-day film noir retelling of Robin Hood. And given that this world's inhabitants are all anthropomorphic animals, I specifically compared to the infamous furry awakening that was Disney's Robin Hood from 1973, but not by too much. Similarities between the two barely go beyond what I described a couple of sentences ago. For this ambitious heist, Sly and his pals speed through the dark sky in their Cooper van on a mission to steal a golden watch from the flying fortress of Bulldog Monksot. But once Sly sneaks into Monksot's plane, little was he expected to run into a tied-up Inspector Carmelita Fox, his attractive love interest who's always in hot pursuit of Sly's gang. Honestly, I thought it was hilarious when Sly almost sets Carmelita free, only to change his mind like, nah, this broad's gonna have me ratted out and spoil my plans. But anyway, Carmelita was still able to free herself, demonstrating that this foxy lady is as crafty as the boys. Featuring just the right amount of high-energy action, flashy special effects, and clever misdirection from at least 3 of the characters, this 5-minute short was overall a nice quick source of entertainment, slightly better than I was expecting actually. Timing is Everything's simple story leans more towards being a lighthearted spy tale than something loaded with genuinely serious drama. There may have been some tension between Sly and Carmelita presented earlier on, but they're more like friendly rivals at the end of the day. Friendly rivals with benefits, might I add. Easily the most impressive thing about the Sly Cooper short is its animation and designs. I have reviewed 4 other Flash animated cartoons for Kristen thus far, and Timing is Everything looks the most elaborate by comparison. It's evident in the staging, choreography of the action scenes, background layouts, dramatic lighting, occasional CGI, and the explosive special effects. Credit for the animation in this short, as well as the cinematics for Thieves in Time, belongs to a San Francisco studio named Ghostspot. I was familiar with their name until now, but when I was looking at their homepage, I saw that they were also responsible for the commercials with Erin E. Surance. Remember her?
Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost, are you even listening to me?
Okay, putting aside the fact that character became synonymous with the number 34, those ads do show that Ghostspot had prior experience in bringing to life a short espionage story full of well-posed action and an appealing style to go along with it. The studio's designs for the Sly Cooper cast marked the 4th makeover they've received, moving away from the more anime-influenced style in favor of a Marvel Comics-like direction. Director Alan Wow said, As fans of the original game, it was an absolute honor to modernize this franchise while paying respect to the source material. It's always a challenge to build a narrative around gameplay, but we made sure to focus on Sly, Bentley, Murray, and Carmelita's emotional journey throughout their wild adventure. The amazingly talented Roman Laney provided some great art direction on this project. Although they are not without their detractors, I, as an outsider to the Sly Cooper fandom, think these are probably the best designs for the characters. They are sharp and detailed without losing too much of the previous design's essence. My personal favorite will have to be Carmelita. Even as someone who isn't a full-time furry by any means, I can't deny that she was drawn very attractively. Not to mention we saw how strong of a fighter she was in this short, right? So yeah, I love her. Also, even though she has no spoken dialogue here, it really helps that this incarnation of her from Thieves in Time was voiced by my girl, Grey Delisle. Honestly, I thought Carmelita is like a furry version of Major Dr. Gatsby in her little black dress. Am I the only one? Not much else I could comment about the voice acting, since the only words we hear in Timing Is Everything are from Sly's narration, provided by his regular actor, Kevin Miller.
To pull a heist like this, you need a top-notch team. And with Bentley's brains and Murray's brawn, I have the best.
His smart guy voice fits the personality of this crafty raccoon and gives off major vibes of, yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Kevin doesn't have many credits outside of video games, but as the kids of today might say, let him continue cooking. Alright, I'm aiming for this to be one of my shorter review requests, due to the subject being only 5 minutes long, but I'd like to briefly address where Timing Is Everything fits in the Sly Cooper continuity, according to the franchise's wiki. It is mainly speculated that these events took place after the third game, Honor Among Thieves, due to Bentley now being a wheelchair badass who might make Joe Swanson and Pelswick jealous, and Murray returning to the Cooper gang along with their van. However, there is a contradiction in the form of Bentley wearing his pith helmet from the second and fourth games instead of his bicycle helmet from the third one. Although at the end of the day, any unclear continuity between the games and this promotional short shouldn't really matter to me as someone who doesn't play any Sly Cooper stuff, let alone watch the cutscenes. But to any dedicated fans of the games watching this review, let me know how Timing Is Everything's story and timeline affect your experience. Take as much time as you need to respond. By then, your 20th anniversary Sly Cooper Plus from Fangamer, or your limited edition U2's figure may have arrived. I'm not sponsored by either store, by the way, just something Kristen suggested I bring up. Speaking of whom, I thank you, Kristen, for giving me this opportunity to check out this short and sweet Sly Cooper adventure. I might prefer Ratchet & Clank Life of Pi a little more due to it being funnier, involving pizza, and featuring General Scar, Dr. Nefarious. But Timing Is Everything was undeniably a great sample for me and anyone else with minimal knowledge on the Sly Cooper franchise. Let me know if you've seen this short before, and if you're a bigger Sly Cooper expert, how it compares to the other content with the street smart raccoon's face on it. The link to watch Timing Is Everything is in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed this review, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more animation reviews like this. Thank you so much for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. Let's keep that number going up. Also, please hit the bell so you won't miss my next review, and drop a raccoon emoji in the comments to confirm that you watched this until the very end. Thanks for watching and take care.